at the end of the day, I think that you wouldn't have left as quickly, right?
She did not take my man, she took my problem.
Dude,
I was dating trash.
Everyone's like, what are they talking about?
No, I would tell her, I'm like, dude, the person after, like, you realize you were dating trash. You were dating trash for so long. No, okay, well, not you. I'm just saying everybody, if it happens to fit the boot, I don't know. But
I know. Out of all the people in the world that you can date after a relationship, why would you date someone who knew your ex or was friends with both of you guys at some point? Like, you couldn't go out and find somebody new?
Exactly.
Like, are you doing this on purpose? That's what it feels like.
Oh, yeah.
It feels like you're doing this on purpose.
Hi everyone, I'm Karina Reyna. I'm a family law attorney at Reyna Law.
Hi everyone, I'm Heidy Castaneda, the paralegal and office manager at Reyna Law.
On Drama in Session, we talk about what family law really looks like once the paperwork is filed and the emotions are high.
We spill a little tea from our caseload because family law can get messy, but the bigger goal is to talk honestly about what people are actually going through when they find themselves in the middle of legal and emotional chaos.
Through our conversations, topics, and guest speakers, we break down what's really happening behind the scenes and help you make sense of the conflict, the court process, and everything in between, so you're not walking through it feeling lost or alone.
Welcome to Drama in Session.
So now both of you guys are newly single.
Oh, yeah.
In your 30s with careers.
Yeah.
I think this is the first time.
Our whole group, yeah. Our group.
Well, now in our adult life, obviously when we were little, we were single, obviously.
Yeah.
But this is the first time in our adult life that we're single at the same time. Actually, our friend group, except one girlfriend, but
Oh, yeah.
we kind of found ourselves like, this is interesting.
Yeah, I love it. I'm living for it.
No, I love it too.
Because I'm always the longest single friend. Like, I'm always single, but I love being single. Like, I love being single.
Yeah, she's always been the friend that loves being single.
I'm happy. Like, I'm like, and then I'll just live through all them, you know? Like, I'm living for it, yes.
Well, and then Heidi's like the newly single for
Yes.
so many years.
Oh, I know.
So do you love it?
I'm enjoying it.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my gosh. My friend Adriana's always like, I love single Heidi. I love single
She
Heidi.
calls me
Like,
every day.
She's like, I love
love
it.
single
I
Heidi
love
too.
single. See?
Yeah.
You're doing great at work and your friendships. We love single Heidi.
You're smiling more.
Yeah, she's happy all the time.
She is happy all
We're
the
the
time.
crazy ones. I'm like, they broke up and we're the crazy friends.
No, seriously.
She's so like Heidi. One thing about Heidi is she's so like, I'm gonna live my best life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm
know
sorry, I'm crazy.
The other day
I
we
know,
went
I'm like,
to...
can we like air it out?
Can you be
we
mad?
take the-
Can you break a glass?
Yeah, can we take the, what is it, the rabbit out the hat? I don't know what
Yeah.
they say, right?
The other day we were at a girl dinner, and I think someone asked me like, "Oh, can I mean, I knew she was like a friend of a friend who came to the dinner, and she was like, "Oh, I know that you were in a relationship, but do you mind? Like, I'm in the situation. Like, can you tell me what happened with you?" And so it turns out that she's kind of in a similar, not really situation. But
Well,
talking
tell us
about
that.
it again, I was like, it just feels weird being on the other end of the stick because again, I tend to be the friend in the relationships. So now that this is happening, it's weird. It's a weird, because sometimes I don't know, again, I'm very passive. And I think because we're always go at the office, whether we're back home, like,
and sometimes even at home.
my parents need something.
Or me, I'm
or
like, oh, this
we're going to the
happened.
gym after the
We don't have time to
work.
think.
Like,
No.
it's just always
Unless we're in bed and then we're like,
So
then-
I think, and my mom's always told me that a distracted and busy mind will keep you from sitting in a room and just sitting there with your thoughts. Like when people
Yeah.
go into these like
Depressive modes.
yeah, I mean, I understand.
I
Everybody
understand
deals
them. Yeah.
with their emotions differently.
But I'm like, get out of bed. Trust me, it's you being in bed.
Yeah, no, and then actually Adriana, because she loves keeping up with, I love her to death. She would call me every single day. How are you doing today? And it was interesting that she would even ask me that because I felt fine.
And you're like, why does everybody
Well,
keep
because,
asking?
because Adriana's like, you just ripped my heart out.
Yes,
She's the type where it's like, you
very
stomped my heart on
emotional.
the floor. And Heidi's just very like, it is what it is and it happened.
But I feel like all your friends are like that. Like, we're mad.
I'm mad.
Like, we're mad.
I
like,
know,
why
and let's talk. And we're talking about it today. We're mad.
We just made a TikTok yesterday, and it's basically like this viral thing where you have the mean friend, the nice friend, and like the friend that still like will, you know, defend you if you need it.
That's me
and
for sure.
Karina was like, Heidy's the nice one, and we were like, I need to learn how to be mean.
Yeah.
We were having a conversation with a friend the other day too, and he was analyzing the three trio friend that we have, and he was like, "You're like this, you're like that, Heidi. You're just too nice. You're very nice. You need to learn to be mean." And
He
I'm like,
literally straight told her, like, you need to learn how to be a B. Straight up. He's like, 'cause add a little bit of razzle dazzle.
But you know what's funny? I feel like my best, obviously, friends, like you guys are the ones that, like, if anything ever happens, like, I mean, not that it's happened, but you guys are the ones who
I'll speak. Give me the mic.
Give
us the mic.
gives me the wrong order for something. Jaslyn will be like, "That's not what you ordered, huh?" And I'm like, "Oh my god." She's like, "She didn't order that." And
no problem.
Like, she doesn't want indoor patio. She wants outdoor patio seating. And I'm just like, "Oh my god."
Or when we're doing hinge dates, when she's like, you know, what do I say to this? I'm like, oh no, tell them this, tell them that.
Tell them the time. No, we're gonna see today.
And I'm like, "This is weird, right? Should I be upset?" And they're like, "Oh," and then just start typing. And I'm
Give me
like,
the phone.
I know.
and then I end up having tickets paid for, dinner paid for, and I'm like, "Oh,
in another state."
Seriously, like, okay."
And it's funny because she'll tell me, like, you're at the office, and she's like, no, Karina was like, I'm like, good. Because I'm like, and then when did you reply? I was like, no, Karina. So I'm like, good, she knows. Yes. I'm like, thank God Karina's there at the office with you. You know, what would you do?
Yeah. And I think it was good that you got back out there right away because I think if it's kept you busy, and I think that, you know, you've seen what's out there that's been different. And I think that you've been in some, what are they called, situationships? I don't know. I've been married for so long that I don't know. I've been
We're like lucky. She's like, I don't know what it's like.
I don't know what it's like, I'm sorry.
And they always say that the situationship after your long relationship is worse than the breakup.
All the time. It's true.
But I was like, this was meant to be, right? Because how awesome was your situationship? And then it made you realize, like, dude,
I was
what
dating
kind
trash.
of relationship
Everyone's
was
like, what are they talking about?
No, I would tell him, like, dude, the person after, like, you realize you were dating trash. You were dating trash for so long. No, okay, well, not you. I'm just saying, everybody, if it happens to fit the boot, I don't know. But
I know.
I mean, but I'm saying you do, you know, you realize. And, you know, and then you when you dig deeper and you see, and now it's like we're here on month, I don't know what it's like, 6, 7. It feels like forever that they've been broken up now. I mean, we've been just living, she's been living her life.
Yeah.
We went to New York. She's been to Washington. I mean, you guys went to Washington. She's just been living her life.
Twice.
I'm just so like, man, Heidi's just been so like strong through it, you know? Because I mean, even regardless, I left a 5-year relationship. I mean, same thing, you know, men will cheat.
And I think what you said this the other day, and what really stuck to me, and is that, like, the other person is just there, just now posting all these things, and you're like, how embarrassing.
Oh my God,
how embarrassing.
No, but it's not even her. Again, it's us. We're crazy. It's us. Like, it's our friend group. And I'm like, Heidi, he's embarrassing us. And Heidi's like, us. And I'm like, because, you know, her ex, like, I feel like we'd always say he was the girl in our group. Like, it was like, if Heidi was coming, he was going to come with us. So it was like, he was like our bestie. So when everything went down, everything exploded, I was like, man,
he broke up with all of us.
We were all pissed. We were all so mad the first like couple days, but then I think it hit all of us. Like, it was like, man, we really all broke up. We all had to break up with him because then it really hit that, like, man, we really had this person in our life for years, and we really thought they were gonna get married, and we really thought, like, and it's kind of like, damn, you really
it created a friend group that is no longer. So now that, like, for example, it's snowboarding season now, and this whole friend group would go over, and now we're like,
oh yeah,
now it's just.
Oh, but you guys should have just shown up last weekend. You guys should have just shown up. Like, hey.
Like, what's that Olivia Rodrigo song that we used to do that too?
Yeah.
That I taught you that?
Yeah. But no, it's just crazy to see that now looking back. I'm like, man, like, it did hit us. We all were hit with it, and we're like, wow, you didn't only just disappoint my best friend, like, you let us all down.
But isn't that what we deal with like people divorcing, right? Or breaking up. And you never divorce the person you married. And it's the same thing with a breakup. Like, looking back, aren't you realizing this person is so different? Like, who is this person?
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm over here speaking for Heidi. Like, I'm like over here like, yes.
I know we need you to actually speak up. Don't be nice.
Well, like she's
right?
it's because she is, and it's like Heidi's not even putting on a facade. It's just who she is.
I know.
Like, and honestly, sometimes I'm like, I wish I could be like that. I wish I wasn't crazy. I wish I didn't want to break this glass for her. But we're the psycho ones. Like, we'll be the ones stalking. I'm sorry, Heidi. I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna say my little drink. But we're the stalkers. It's not even her.
If the profile is public,
why not?
you want people to see.
But here's
true.
my issue.
And
is
I'm
that
gonna see.
out of all the people in the world that you can date after a relationship, why would you date someone who knew your ex or was friends with both of you guys at some point? Like, you couldn't go out and find somebody new?
Exactly.
Like, are you doing this on purpose? That's what it feels like.
Oh, yeah.
It feels like you're doing this on purpose.
Yeah.
Or were you doing this all along and everybody just...
Yeah.
And then
did you always want to date her?
And like you knew, what was happening was wrong because her and I followed each other, right? In our business accounts, because we both have businesses, and our personal accounts. And the moment that he started posting you, and you knew that you were going to start posting him, you block and unblock me. So we stopped following each other because you were going to start
you're
posting
doing
him.
something wrong.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. So you know that, maybe I should block and unblock her because I'm going to start posting him. Why?
Yeah.
Just do it.
Yeah. And she's Heidi, I don't know her eyebrow girl.
Yes.
The old eyebrow girl. I'm gonna just say it, sorry. Yeah, if Heidi won't say it, I'll say it. And
watch your man with your eyebrow girl.
Yeah.
Girls, if you're taking your man to get their eyebrows done,
make sure,
my mom would be like,
and we would go together.
That's
crazy.
insane.
Well, I mean, hopefully she gets checked and she don't get cheated on too. Just saying.
Yes, I know, but you know what, at the end of the day, I think that you wouldn't have left as quickly, right?
She did not take my man, she took my problem.
Yes, 100%, because it really was a problem. And I think in the moment we would all see it, but nobody's really gonna say anything to you.
Yeah.
And that's literally what my mom said. Like, because your parents are obviously always everyone has an opinion on your relationship. And when you're in it, like, no, it's not that bad, because obviously your heart eyes for this person. But once, the breakup happened, I think it's interesting to realize now that, yes, everybody told me, but everyone's reactions is basically the same. Like, we loved him as a person, but we just didn't love him for you. And my mom, I told you so many times, but I knew that you were gonna have to go through that relationship and you were gonna have to learn on your own. And so I'm like, I should have listened sooner, but it is what it is.
Oh my gosh, Heidi and I would get into so many fights about, him.
But I think that what happens in a lot of relationships is that the good times are good, but like in your relationship, it was something else that was causing the bigger issues, like the alcohol, right? And I think that a lot of people don't realize that people have an alcohol problem or anger problems until they're deep in the relationship. And at that point, you're like, oh, you make excuses, right? Well, like, oh, they were drinking because it was Christmas. Oh, they got drunk and passed out and blacked out because it was their birthday. Their friend's birthday. Yeah.
Like,
you
we
make
were
every
just,
excuse.
No, he would drink at 10 a.m. because it was a Tuesday. Like, he was not drinking on a holiday.
We were just talking about that on the way here.
I didn't realize how bad it was.
Yeah, we'd get in the car at 10 a.m. to go, I don't know, hiking or somewhere, and he already had a White Claw in the open White Claw. I'm like, what are you doing?
And then the men that she's dating now are over here like literally agents that are cracking down on prohibited stuff like driving drunk and drugs and everything else.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it was a whole light for her too to see. And that's what I was waiting for. I was like, oh, I already know. It doesn't even matter because her first hinge date, I already knew it was going to be better than her ex. Like, I already knew it. It didn't even matter because I was like, dude, he has no, like...
Her first hinge date, I was like, okay, call me if it's not working out, or text me or send something. I'll like, be like, oh, we have to do something for work. And she's like, okay. So then I text her. I was like, hey, how's it going? She literally was like, don't pick me up.
She's like, best night of her life.
Exclamation mark.
But she got to see, like, what we were all talking about. Because I think she was in her bubble, and I'm like, dude, now you know what it's like for a man to have a career when you should already at like that
you know what's
age.
interesting? Like, yes, I always met people organically that I did. I mean, I've only had 2 long-term relationships, and my friends were like, you know what, just get on the apps. And I was always skeptical, like that girl to like, I don't want to get on the apps, but whatever. Everybody's doing it. We're in our 30s. Let's give it a try. First Hinge date that I go on. Obviously, we're like getting to know each other a little bit. And let's just say what it is, right? He was older. He literally had his dream job. Coming from a Navy background, working a federal government job,
had his own apartment,
knew when to drink respectfully and when time.
And and so when I remember I was going on this date, I parked because obviously I don't know this person, right? Yeah, so I drive myself there. And I'm sitting outside this restaurant. I kind of see his like figure because obviously the pictures and FaceTimes. And so I'm like, oh my God, that's him. And I'm sitting in my car and I just start crying. And it just so happened that my friend Christy calls me and she's like, hey, like, are you there? Because she's working. And I'm like, and so she's like, what's going on? Like, are you okay? Like, what happened? I'm like, no, I'm honestly just like, I think I'm soaking in that this person that I thought I was gonna be with, like literally did this. And I ended this relationship and now I'm freaking sitting outside a restaurant to meet a whole new start all over.
Yeah.
And I was so angry.
Yeah.
So angry. And I was just like, but you know what? We're here. She was like, you're there. Just go in there. You are gonna have to put yourself in these situations to like, you know, we don't sit and dwell. We just keep going. I'm like, okay. So I go inside and instant like connection. Honestly,
what'd you guys do on your date?
We went to dinner.
And then
we went to dinner and we were just kind of like hopping restaurants because we were on this very
like strip of
restaurants,
party
and stuff.
strip or whatever,
in Long Beach, and we went dancing.
Like,
no, it was like
and
it was funny because I guess we had talked about it, and again, like I'm trying to reply while I'm freaking writing a declaration.
Like, yeah, I love dancing.
So I forget, and so we're like in this Uber, and I'm like thinking we're going to, I don't know, and he's like, we get there, and I'm like, where are we going? He's like, to dance, and I was like, to dance? And he's like, you literally said you like dancing, and I was like, I did say that. Like I do like dancing, but like the fact that like I don't know.
I know.
It's the little things, I guess.
Yeah.
So that was, and my friend group was all surprised the next day, right? When I was telling you guys how it went, like, bro, who has a first Hinge date experience like that?
Oh yeah, it was like all magical, dude. It made me go on Hinge. I said it.
Literally,
no, because it was like a dream.
And everyone's like, there's no way. We would text every day, phone calls, see each other on the weekends. I think that lasted like what, 3-4 months, and then again he was in the Navy, but he got reactivated. Literally within a week. I was in the office when he called and we both heard the call, like, I'm leaving in exactly a week. They just gave me notice. And it was so funny because her husband, I told him, because we tell him everything.
We do.
And he was like, no, he has a whole ass family with kids. And so then
we were all, you know, because we were like, it's too good to be true.
Yeah, like, what do you mean he's just leaving?
Yeah. So then like
apartment cleared, like
we go to dinner and I'm with him and I'm like, you know, Karina's husband thinks that you have a whole family with kids that you're leaving me for to go back with your family. And he's like, that is hilarious. And he's like, FaceTime him right now. And I was like,
she was like, bet. And he was like, what?
So then I FaceTime, I'm like, Anthony, he wants to know, like,
he wants you to know that he really, like, doesn't have a
Anthony
family.
was like, Hardy, why would you tell him I said that? But
she's like, I'm not going to be stepping on Legos in the morning.
Anthony's playing them.
He was just, then it was funny because both of them got along.
Oh, yeah.
And
of course.
But then it was funny because she went to go drop him off at the airport when he was finally leaving to his family. I'm just kidding. And she was like, it didn't feel like a goodbye.
Yeah.
You know,
we all
it
felt
was the weirdest thing.
I think we all did, huh? We all
Yeah.
felt like it wasn't goodbye. And you know what? I'm gonna say, I still don't even feel like it's goodbye.
It's a goodbye.
I still don't even think like, you know, like he's a great guy. Like from everything I've heard, he checks all the boxes. I love how like grounded he feels. Great family.
I feel like there's gonna be many more vacations.
I know, I do.
Yeah.
And they were so great fit together. But again, I mean, just backing up to see that like you dated this one person for 5 years and a guy can really be in 3 months,
we
what a
had
man in
that.
3
Yes.
years, a guy in 5 months could be something where a guy in 5, and it just makes you feel like, I'm sorry, but you were dating trash.
And you get out of relationships sometimes and you're like, oh my God, you see those TikToks, like this is what I used to look like and what I look like now. And you're like, oh my God, like how did people not tell you that your relationship was bringing you down? But I think it just happens over time.
Or I think also, again, Adriana, my friend group, it's just we see you with so much more. Like we see you with someone that's just so much
go-getter.
more.
Yeah.
And so when this person came around, it was just like, dude, this man literally works at the White House. Like,
And then
what?
it's funny because her ex, what do you want? He wanted to be a
He wanted to be a cop.
cop. I mean, he couldn't even get into that. Like 20 years later, and he probably still isn't even in it. Probably was not. But I'm saying, like,
there's hope.
yeah, there's hope.
I mean,
And Heidi, that's the thing
And
I love
again,
about
I
Heidi.
still
She
wish him
always
the
wish
best.
exactly. That's something I could say about Heidi.
I still filled out that police referral
Dude, we were,
application.
oh my gosh, we were all pissed. We were all pissed. My mom was like, I was like, I'm like, if I fill out that thing, I'm gonna say he's a cheater, he's a this, he's a that.
Too.
I was like,
Me
so it's better I
too.
stay quiet. And
Isn't
Heidi,
it illegal to solicit?
not only is Heidi the best girlfriend, she's the best ex-girlfriend.
Yes, she was
I'm
very nice about it.
very, and you know, I see that and I'm like, man, Heidi still to this day only wishes good upon him.
But this is why life happened the way that it happened, right? Like that was supposed to happen. Then you were supposed to meet this great guy. I mean, it sucks that he had to move, but it really helped you see. And now going through this with him, because I still also don't feel like it's goodbye.
It's not. Like, where are we
It's
going
not.
next?
Yeah.
I'm like, I did get a Merry Christmas and
Dubai,
Happy New Year.
right?
Yeah, I was like, and dude, you told me how you were like,
So
is he Dubai?
funny.
I love Dubai. I was like, and I
love
do too.
We're gonna be all camel riding.
Yeah, but you never know what God has, you know.
100%. Everything really
And
does
even
happen
if,
for a
right,
reason.
even not, again, an experience that served its purpose of, okay,
100%.
this is something that's out there. Him and I had that, where obviously he was older, he knew what happened with my previous relationship.
She really told them all the details.
He wanted to know. I was embarrassed, but like he asked, so I told him.
And can he not like?
And so he,
I want to be like, can your ex stop embarrassing? Stop embarrassing Heidi. Like, look.
but either way, he was. We were all on FaceTime when he was telling us this, and he was just like, you know what? All I'm saying is, yes, I'm moving. I'm like going on this mission, whatever. But if I ever like come looking for you again and you are settled or whatever, I just hope that you are not with a man who wears skinny jeans, who has like,
I was like,
tears.
he literally
he was like,
described him to a T.
Yeah,
Heidi's like,
and he was like, I hope I set a standard for you.
did.
And
No,
was
but
like,
he
no.
did. Like, there was
Yeah.
no way. I mean, regardless of everything going down when it happened, Heidi was not going to go back to her ex. I'm not going to say the name, obviously, but I'm sure you guys will know. But I'm saying, like, after everything that transpired, I mean, Heidi was not going to go back to him regardless. Like,
No.
you know, no matter what. But it was
We
like,
wouldn't have let her,
it
but
was
I
like,
don't
it
think
was
she
like a
would've.
heck no. Then she went on this hinge and it was a hell no after, you know? Because it was
absolutely.
it was like, oh my gosh, like.
But I think I literally did tell you that. I said, no matter what happens with this person, he was literally put in front of you at this very moment so that you wouldn't be feeling all the things that you might have been feeling after a breakup. Because people go back because they're like, well, you know, like this is what I'm used to and it's been 5 years. Like, how am I not going to give them another chance? But then you met this person and he literally served his purpose. And it's like, that it was God's timing. It really was.
It's interesting too because you know the way things that went down. Again, alcohol had a big play in it.
I was just about to say, I think I'm going to say exactly what she's about to say.
And obviously the worst part of it was something else. But the fact that it played out the way that it did, it was in a group setting. He was so intoxicated that he didn't even know what was going on. I mean, you were by my side when I found out about everything. And then everybody kind of just started trickling in because you and I set ourselves aside and everybody just started looking for us. And so what am I going to say? Like, no, nothing happened. Like, I'm hurt. Yes, I'm like saying what's going on. And whatever, time has passed. It was my birthday. Even like his best friend messaged me happy birthday because we were all close.
Yeah.
Messaged me happy birthday. I was like, hey, like, thank you. Like, his is coming up. Like, I hope yours goes well. Like, I hope everything's good. And come to conversation, he said that he is also no longer associating himself with that with him because
of who he is.
of just like how the morals are
think-
so off.
yeah.
I think that night opened all of our eyes
Yeah.
of what kind of person he was because
Because
I mean, everyone is hidden behind,
but
nobody knows who you really
thought
are
that
behind
this would have
doors.
ever been going
Yeah,
on.
but
So
I
I think
think-
that it just
Yeah,
shocked.
but even for his best friend to be like, after we all found out the type of guy he really was, I mean, obviously we're not going to share it because it is pretty extreme, you know.
It
but
is extreme.
It is extreme for what he did and the way he acted upon it, and for his best friend to even be like, man, I don't need, because people always say you are who you are with your friends, right?
Yes.
You are your friend group,
Who you hang out with, yeah.
you know, like.
But you know how kids, they sense people? Like they always say that kids have
And
that
animals.
yeah, they have that intuition.
Yeah.
Well, let me just say that when Penelope found out, my daughter, she was like, oh, let me tell you. And we were like, what? And she's like, I knew. I had that intuition all along. And
He was like that?
Just that she like had a weird
Feeling
like,
about it? We all did, dude.
no, but hers was very specific. And we were like, wow.
Yeah.
And so she was like, oh, thank God.
No, we were all like,
Yeah.
But you know what's weird is even with Heidi, like, the moment she found it, of course, she was devastated. She was sad because it's like, you still have 5 years with this person. It doesn't matter who you are. 5 years is 5 years.
Whether
with
a marriage, whether
every day.
relationship, yes.
But like, when I saw her, like, I totally related to her because the same thing happened in my 5 year where it was like, once I found out he cheated, like, it was like weird. Like, it was a relief.
Yeah.
It was like a, now I can
finally.
get out of here. Like, because
What's that Morgan Wallen song?
I'm the problem.
No, I'm saying like I sleep better. Like I'm not
Oh,
saying
yeah,
that you
yeah.
were the problem, but
Yeah, no, it is like that, but I see
Yeah.
better now. Yeah, no,
Yeah.
yeah. But it's crazy because it was like, and I
never
look-
slept this good before.
Yeah, but it's crazy because it's true. Like,
really
and I
is.
looked at Heidi right when we found out we were in the car parked, and you could just tell, like, even though she was sad, like it was like she was like,
Yeah, like she kind of
like it's like she kind of wanted a way out, and just my ex too, he had a drinking problem, so it was like kind of like all those other stunts of him being impulsive or like being rude to me, like it wasn't enough to leave. As sad as it sounds, it's not sometimes enough to leave a relationship. Like it's kind
In
of
the
like, oh,
moment.
I have to like stick
has-
good
yeah.
and bad, the good and bad. But it's like cheating is unforgivable. To me, it is, and obviously, you know, to her, it's like no.
To everybody.
Well, some people, not
You'd
to her.
be surprised.
No,
I
you'd
think
be.
it should be to everybody.
It should be. It should be. That's what I'm saying. It should be. You should leave. After the first time, they're going to do it again. They're going to do it again. I don't care what anyone says. They're going to do it again. That's what I believe. I'm so sorry. But
Well, on that note,
I know she's like,
part one of our
I know.
drama
Oh, I know.
session, right?
no, I
Thank you guys for joining us, and thank you for being on our show and
Yes,
coming in and
thank
chatting
you.
and opening the door to finally discuss.
I know. I was looking forward to this, to really putting it out there about Heidi too, you know, but it's just been great. It's been a great experience, even with me, you know, all this that we talked about today of growing up and the way I was. But I'm so thankful through all this up and down with parents, you know, with breakups, with everything, that I have her by my side. So it's great having a best friend who's, you know, just been nothing but uplifting. And then we've been here for, even though it doesn't seem like she needs it, but I mean, we've just been encouraging for each other, you know?
Yeah, and that's sometimes what you really do need, is to rely on friends.
Yeah.
Well, thank you guys.
Yes, thank you.
Bye.
Thank you for joining us on Drama in Session. If you're navigating divorce, custody, or conflict, you're not alone. At Reina Law, this is the work we do every day. If you have a Los Angeles County case, you can contact our office for a free consultation at 562-360-1588 or visit us at karinareynalaw.com.
If today's episode helped you, share it with someone who may need it. Don't forget to subscribe, leave a comment, and join us next time as we continue breaking down the drama, the law, and the lessons in between.